Welcome to Scrapbooking Kindergarten Part 2. We are going to talk about choosing the right scrapbook for you. I feel like it is such an overwhelming topic, but it all kind of boils down to your personality, your season of life, and what you really want for a scrapbook. So, we're going to talk about your vision and what you imagine yourself doing, how you imagine your scrapbook turning out. Let's get started. If you envision sitting down for several hours and having an uninterrupted break for scrapbooking, postbound. If you are a busier mom or person that just has a lot going on and can only scrapbook in very small chunks of time, or you kind of go with the flow, then I would definitely say you are a binder type scrapbooking person. And if you're someone that is just doing it for the fun and don't really care a ton about it lasting forever or making everything look perfect, and you really love the kind of junk journaling feel, then your best friend is going to be the spiral scrapbook. Let's dive into some more details now. Just like anything, it's really personal preference and how you want to scrapbook, your personality, your life season that you're in, and all of that will determine the scrapbook that you will actually be able to stick with scrapbooking because of. My all-time favorite is a 3-ring binder type scrapbook. I have this in a smaller version. And then, of course, my baby's book. It's my favorite because of its just flexibility and the ease of use with it. Plus, I feel like it fits so much. That does not discount the other kinds, which are a spiral scrapbook. This is going to be my first time ever actually using one. Basically, this one is just a notebook. So it just comes with the pages and you just put your stuff right on them. There's no page protectors or ability to move the pages around. So it's definitely more of a casual type scrapbook style. But I'm really excited to start using it because I feel like since it's more casual and laid back, and you can have more like thick things to add on envelopes and put things in the envelopes and actually be able to like get in them. It's kind of more of a junk journaling style. So that's a spiral. And then the next one is a post bound scrapbook. I don't own one of these because I would say these are more of the professional looking scrapbooks. They do allow you to have the page protectors and move your pages around. And since the pages lay directly together, it looks really nice for spreads. So I have been tempted to do a postbound, but those are the 3 main types of scrapbooks: binder, spiral, and postbound. Now, for the sizing of scrapbooks, there's pretty much any size. There's more of like a photo album type scrapbook style for the smaller sizes. There's also a 6x6, which is a square 8x8. I have a paper pack that's this 8x8 size too, and I feel like this is just a fantastic beginner size and just a wonderful size if you want to scrapbook but don't want to have a huge scrapbook and commit to making huge pages and spreads, or you want a really budget friendly option. Having a smaller scrapbook is cheaper. It uses less supplies. So, and I feel like that is just so cute. I love that 8x8 size. They also have a 12x12, which is the largest size, really. And I don't do a 12x12 because I feel like those, even though they're nice and squared, so they're cute and they fit more on the pages, I just feel like it's a really inconvenient size scrapbook. Like, they just never would fit on my shelves. So I prefer to go with the 8.5 by 11, which is just your regular standard paper. So this is 8.5 by 11, and then my binder is as well. And that just works fantastic because if you do get a 12 by 12 paper pack, you always have scraps of your papers and they just go a lot longer than a 12 by 12. And I just love that size. The other option is to do an A5 size, which is what my smaller scrapbook size is. And this is basically just a letter size paper cut in half. Why you would choose one size over the other is basically just what you're going for with your scrapbook. So if you are wanting something a lot easier and just kind of quick to do, that would sway you towards the smaller sizes. And if you want something that will take a little more time to do but fit the most, then it would be the larger 12 by 12. And if you want something in the middle, then that's the letter size. The smaller size scrapbooks are less intimidating to get into. So if you would like to use a smaller size scrapbook just to get your feet wet with it, then I would definitely recommend a smaller size. And then try a letter size and maybe a 12 by 12. And if you are someone who is really great at narrowing down your photos, then I would recommend a smaller size. But if you're like me and you don't want to miss any photo that you take and you want all of them to be scrapbooked, pretty much, then I would definitely recommend the larger size scrapbooks because they'll fit more on the pages, obviously. Now, I want to talk about page protectors and why you would choose to have a page protector option over this is for longevity. So basically, the page protector is going to protect, which is in the name, everything that's on your page if it's acid and lignin free, which is extremely important for your photos not yellowing and turning brittle or fading over time. It will protect your pages from like fingerprints or tearing, water damage, things like that. So if you want your scrapbooks to last a long time, then definitely go with the page protector options. If you want something that you don't want to get messed up, obviously, because you're scrapbooking it, but it's okay if it is a little more messy and laid back, then this is that option. Now, to have your scrapbook last for as long as possible, it would be page protectors and then using paper and adhesive that is all acid and lignin free. That will make your scrapbooks last for as long as possible. Anything that is touching your photos, including the page protector, has to be acid and lignin free. It's as simple as that, really. And pretty much everything at this point with scrapbooking is free of those things, so I wouldn't have to be extremely worried about them. But if you're printing things at home or using the cheapest option of paper, those typically won't be acid and lignin free. So I would just use those things for decorating your page, but always make sure that your photos themselves are backed with acid and lignin free paper. The personality that has a scrapbook that is a spiral bound is more of your junk journaler. They're very go with the flow, spur of the moment, exciting, ambitious, adventurous, and just want to cherish everything and capture everything and add everything to their scrapbook, including like receipts and tickets and wristbands and all of those things. And they are not stressed about everything being completely organized and methodical. That would be this person's personality. Someone who has a cute little scrapbook size, I would say, is someone who takes their scrapbook to the local coffee shop and scrapbooks while they're sitting, or they go and they scrapbook with friends and they're just super creative and laid back and chill. And they are just all about the environment and the feeling of scrapbooking, and they are just living their best life, honestly. The person that has a binder type scrapbook is your busy, so much on your plate, but heart for capturing memories. All about the fun things in life, but they're also definitely that mom type personality where they love to have things planned. They love a calendar on the fridge, and before they do anything, they have the whole day planned of exactly how it's going to go. They aren't completely dedicated to the plan. They have a little bit of flexibility, but they do still definitely want a plan before getting out. That's this beautiful babes. And then I would say the babes with the post-bound scrapbook. Oh, oh, they are chef's kiss. They are the creme de la creme of scrapbooking. They have their pages planned to a T. They are so methodical and everything has a reason and a purpose, and they are just all about the details. They probably have a whole craft room or a super organized craft area, and they are always talking about crafting and scrapbooking, always trying to convince you to scrapbook, and they are just that girl. So I really hope this helped you out. I know that it still leaves a lot up to your decision and your personality. And if you have any questions about it, I will answer any question you have. Overall, I really hope that you learned a lot from this video and that you feel helped and encouraged to start scrapbooking. I'm so excited to do this together and to share my journey as I continue scrapbooking. Come back for the next video because we are going to chat about everything you need to know about photos, from printing to doing glossy versus matte finish, where to get them printed, how to print them, how to organize your photos on your page, just everything to do with photos we're going to talk about and hopefully give a little bit of guidance. I can't wait to talk to you again.